is the 13th day of Kislev. We are in the week in which we'll read the Torah portion of Vayishlach. And I want to share today the Rebbe's entry in his book of daily thoughts, Hayom Yom. This is a quote from, the Rebbe is quoting from his father-in-law, the previous Rebbe, who is, in this snippet, he's writing something that he heard from his father, who was the fifth Lubavitch Rebbe, Rabbi Shalom Dovber. And before we get into it, it focuses on the objective and the efficacy of Chassidus, of the study of Chassidic thought. What does it want to accomplish? What did the Rebbes want to accomplish in their developing this idea of Chabad Chassidic thought? And the element that he's touching on is the fact that the founder of Chabad, in his book the Tanya, Rabbi Shner Zalman, in his book the Tanya, points out that the Torah describes our soul as a piece of God, a veritable piece of God, in the practical sense, not just in the poetic, conceptual sense, in the reality. Your soul, my soul, piece of God. And so, just to throw in again the idea that the Rebbes didn't see themselves as innovating Torah. Torah is Torah, but they were highlighting elements of Torah, developing and explaining elements of Torah which had, over the centuries, I guess, somewhat moved to the back of the more global Jewish perspective on Torah values and Torah ideas, and therefore they highlighted elements of Torah thought which end up developing for us Chabad Chassidic thought. And the quote goes, previous Rebbe says about his father, that he once said that Chassidic thought transforms a character. And a central element of transforming the character is the fact that it reveals the essence of the character. And what he's saying here is that the essence of a character of us, of each of us, is beyond estimation and assessment. For we are part of God's essence. And in Jewish philosophical thought, we say that when you touch essence, even touching part of it is touching it all, because it's essential. It's not a composite type of idea. I touch the leg of the elephant and not the trunk of the elephant. It's touching part of it is grabbing it all. And just as God's essence is infinite and unlimited, so are we, at our core, at our godly core, unlimited. And here he says that the fact is that God did create us as individual people, individualized entities. I'm me, you're you. Not saying that I don't have my own name, social security number, whereas you who are watching have your own. That's true. But that is a result of God creating and the soul to be its own being. So we are godly essence who have been developed into this existence where we do feel ourselves correctly as individualized beings. But that does not mean that we are not part of the essence. It's an essence that exists in individualized entities. And Chassidus reveals the essential character of the soul. And at the essential character of the soul, the truth is, you and I are totally connected. And we're all connected with God. And that kind of an awareness, that's the end of the entry, but it should, I think, to develop what the Rebbe is saying here, is that when we have a consciousness, a true consciousness that we are part of God and that we're part of each other, that by definition will shine light on our attitudes and our psyche. It will inform and guide our emotions and our choices because we don't want to fight against ourselves. We don't want to unplug from ourselves. And we'll live lives where we want to be in sync with our divine essence. Be in sync with the godliness, with God and the godliness within us, and in sync with the godliness within each of us. We strive for a life of maintaining integrity and connectedness. A great day, a day in which I think we all remember at some level that we have a very, very holy, infinite part of us deep inside.